We welcome you to Los Angeles. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Siggy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boo. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Blake Snell. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Went deep in the ball game last night. And a big swing and a miss. Snell, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Nobody out, runner at first.
Ball, that's out.
On the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Pete Alonso coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And towing the slab, Clay Holmes.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Check swing, went around. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here comes a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim. Right through there for a strike. One out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Liner, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
And that misses. Ball 1. Kim stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one missed. Swung on, belted. Siri ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third, and they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed it.
Here's Max Muncy. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the finale of this 4-game set. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. Here's the tag, and he's out. That's the 3rd out, inning over. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in LA, second inning set to go. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo went deep in his most recent game. Snell back to work. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And there's a ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Jeff McNeil stands in. Snell, 32 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That one to first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play, and he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now, let's see if they...
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, safe. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. And now here is Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The shortstop takes the ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris. And it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Betts takes low. Right side, and that's just foul. The rare K for Mookie.
Oh, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground right side. Alonso takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 down, base is empty. And now Will Smith. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And there's a foul ball. Alvarez with a homer in his last game. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, center fielder Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Conforto moving under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Now that
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
And that one fouled off. Out to center. Outman. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it.
Let's go. I'm from that city you heard about. When you hit up, then the word's out. Your time is up, this your 3rd out. Plus we got hitters on deck, bet you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up, what now? Jump out.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Michael Conforto.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Baden has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting ninth, center fielder, James
Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
0-1's the count.
Holmes ready to fire now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter now, Freddie Freeman. Struck out swinging his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
What a stop to first, and they get the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that takes care of Alonso.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Oh,
well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Fought off foul. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives and makes the catch.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
I get respect from observers, no public enemy. I'm the white Mary Dad Chuck D in my community.
Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And that one fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Snell back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Got him swinging. Brett Beatty Up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit on the ground to short. Betts throws across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
He was late there. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Stays alive.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Out towards left center. Hernandez moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez in his 9th season, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Up the middle, McNeil whips it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Struck out looking his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Up the middle, McNeil. The throw to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Right fielder, Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Into center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So digging in, James Outman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Next offering is fouled back. Conforto, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it chases that one. Strikeout number 8. So the Dodgers leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
I'm just a simple man.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Jose Siri. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, Designated hitter, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
Counts 1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And we are starting over. It's 1-1. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Pretty frugal guy. He
No
is
ball,
very
2 strikes.
efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Two outs. And that eats him up. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Still able to come through behind in the count
Up
right
next
there.
for the
Pretty
Mets,
tough for the
left
infielders to do
fielder,
anything with that
Brandon
one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. Well struck right field, and it one hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Solid
batting,
swing from start to
second
end.
baseman,
On time with
Jack
everything.
McNeil.
Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now here's Jeff McNeil.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
On the ground, out to short. Betts throws to first. They limit the damage here, but 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Dodgers 1.
But when it's time to roll, I got my team in back forward motion with the money and my goals and dreams.
Now pitching to the
Back
New York
now for the
Mets,
bottom of the 6th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
33.
mound, A.J. Minter.
A.J. Minter.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And here's Freddie
Leading
Freeman,
off for the
who's 0 for 2 with a pair of
First
strikeouts.
baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Just off the inside corner. 1-2 to count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one just misses. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And Freddie takes the K. Now it's going to be Hesung Kim.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The Mets up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. The batter will be the shortstop, Luis on. Acuna. That one fouled off. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Puts a bunt down. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman
Brett Baty now at the plate. Cut on and lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. That one ripped. That's back there. And it is out of here. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Jose Siri getting ready to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, the designated.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a foul out of play. Siri, the runner at second with 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1 out and a runner at second. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Kirby Yates gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Anthony Banda on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Foul ball there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That one the other way. Brings it in, and that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for the New
We're
York
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reed Foley.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Max Muncy at the dish. That one in there across the letters.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Got him swinging. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Here's Mookie Betts. Swinging a foul straight back. The Mets leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Now batting.
Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. And there's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find it.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
That one is hammered right field. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Man at first, and next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. That one hammered center field. That's going back. Back some more. See you later. His 21st of the year, and they add a pair. It's 6-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So up next, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled away. Vesia, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
Man at first, nobody out. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. There's the strike.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
and next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
This one in the air. Freeman under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Alex Vesia done for the day, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Evan Phillips.
59.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Gloves it on the dive, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Huascar Brazoban.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Will Smith to the plate.
Catcher, Will Smith.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play. The other way. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. The Mets leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10 fouled off. And they'll do it again.
This is something else. Running that pitch count up. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for the pitcher to have so many good pitches spoiled off like this.
Now
and next for LA, James Outman.
Fielder,
we talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Dodgers 1. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Francisco Lindor. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Throw on to Freeman. One up, one down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Outman makes the play, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Mets 6 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for New
So they
York.
turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in, Hesung Kim. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering upstairs. This to third, Beatty. There's one. Out. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And a foul ball. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Got him looking for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously. So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
So they break into another level with this win streak at 10 now. I think the key is to maintain the focus because you can have this motivation to get to double digits and then have a letdown. They've got to try to just put out all the distractions, turn off the sports highlights, and come back out here and play baseball the way they've been doing it in the next game.
6-1 is your final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
When I die,